So we have got the 81 double upgrade back, and I'm interested to see what the requirements actually are for it. We have got to give up 5 red... 11 players. I'm so not used to seeing a full 11 team. Do I like that or not? I feel like the 81 double is normally a decent one, to be honest. So let's give it a try anyway. But we're going to be going through what is the physical best way to grind out the 81 doubles for literally unlimited packs. It is as simple as that, and no, it is technically not clickbait because you can grind them out very, very easily. And as you can see, we are having to grind through anybody that is non-league SBC just to kind of make the most of it. And this is going to be one of the better ways that you can get it done. Naturally, if you're just looking through, you should be able to find players just based on the league, if anything. And I think, how many rares do I have in there? Let's have a look, because you need 5 in total. So we've got 1, 2, we're going to need a few more. So let's go into the gold rares and get this in. So we got 1 there, 1 there. So that makes, what, 3, 4? Change him over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. So that's going to be the first one complete. We've got the 5 there. Whether it's important to obviously go with a lot more rares or kind of the minimum amount of rares is down to you what you want to grind out. Naturally, as long as you got that 5, that is not a problem at all. So this is going to be the first 81 double. I tend to like these. Double walkouts or double 81s tend to be better than normal. Is it going to be kind to me? Oh, it's going to be Thiago Silva at the minimum, so that's not terrible in itself. Naturally, what you're giving up is fodder players anyway. We're going to get him duplicate, obviously, and he's not untradeable. Okay, so this is kind of where we go with this. So we're at the back end of what the grind would actually be. But say we get the 84, we have a couple of choices of where we go. So naturally, with the upgrades, we'll have a look and see what do we need. Are we finishing a player off? Are we doing an icon pack? Are we doing an icon? There is multiple ones that you can do. More famously, the 83 Team of the Week pick is what a lot of people do, but we do now have the 84 times 5 from a few days ago and the 85 pick. The 85 pick is just going to be an 84 rated team, so that is going to be absolutely perfect. You can do them 3 times a day. Naturally, we want to try and get that done. So I'm pretty sure I have an abundance of 84s because we've managed to stockpile them. We've kind of finished off Maldini, which required a lot more higher rated fodder than anything. And I think I can give it one more 83 if I am right. Oh my, I do have a lot more there. 84, perfect. I'm pretty sure that is bang on. Yeah, bang on, perfect. So that's going to be one of the picks, and it does work out to give me a Thiago back. Naturally, you've got to be in this scenario to get to this point, and this is kind of where we're going to have a club as full as possible. And it means maybe not doing every SBC in terms of like every player. Let's see what we get from the 85 player pick. We're taking 89. Always good fodder. All of them 84s are well worth an 89. So where do we get to this point? Because naturally, we need a lot of players. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say everything is from upgrade packs. Naturally, I do spend a little bit of points on the game. And then, to be honest, I'm now getting to the point where I just don't want to at the same time. And naturally, the only ones that I tend to buy are going to be one of these. Every now and then, maybe 1 a month, maybe even 2 a month potentially. I'll go for the high rated ones because naturally, I am after the big pull, but also at the same time, the 47 guaranteed 84s is going to be enough to then grind out through. Now, I don't mention this to, well, I don't mention, but I don't want everybody to think this is the only way you can do it. This is just a shortcut for myself to bring you as much content that I can that is away from grinding as well. So the way I would start this, if I've got absolutely 0, as I always do, the daily gold, bronze and silver is going to be number 1. Naturally, every day, get that done. So the daily gold can be done 3 times. You've then obviously got the daily silvers and bronzes are still there. Still got 11 days to get that done. The main reason for the bronze and silvers is to be able to then do the gold one. That is it. If you need to do a few more bronze upgrades, so doing the premium will give you a lot more silvers than just naturally opening up silver packs because that's just going to cost you a lot more. This is a very easy way to grind in there for the daily gold. That is the main objective here. There is no other reason why I do the daily bronze and silver other than for this gold. If we didn't have no gold upgrade, then yes, I'd say do them, but they're not necessarily majorly important. But we now know that they obviously do this upgrade. When this goes, it will just come back again. May not be the same day, but I guarantee it comes back because it's an easy way to get people grinding SBCs and keep on the game longer. So once you've done all these, it is just a bronze and silver team. You'll get 11 golds back. 1 rare, 10 common. You'll be able to do that 3 times, meaning you get 3 rares and 30 commons every single day for bronze and silvers. That is the best bit about it. So what that can allow you to do, and especially if you're on 0, on 6 PM, you've got a refresh of the League SBC. Say you've got no coins, then naturally that's going to give you a head start here. If you want to then have, well, say if you don't have any golds then and no coins, then you are going to have to go with an even longer method, bronze pack method, into bronze upgrade, into the silver upgrade, into then the premium gold. Naturally, you should have some coins. If you're playing the game a little bit, it isn't necessarily incredibly difficult to get 100k or 200k. Getting millions is a whole nother ball game. It requires a lot of dedication, but when it comes to getting a little bit of coins to do this, it is very on the low end sort of market. So then we have the 4 SBCs. Now, I do these pretty much most days, if anything, and I will grind it through you again just to show you, because if you're new to the channel, then maybe you've not seen this. But the way I'll do the League Gun is obviously just going straight through and then making sure, because I need 6 players, in fact, I don't even need the gold on there, that's perfectly fine. We want to look for the first club that gets us 6 players. So it could be here. Yeah, I could do them, because naturally I'm going to get silver duplicates anyway. And then what I'll do from here, the only thing with maybe not having all the golds is the rating. Oh, it needs to be 68. That's not a problem. So we've got our League Gun. That is absolutely fine. We then want to go into the Eredivisie. I go low to high, and because I've been doing this a while, we have got mainly silvers. I don't really have too many bronzes. Naturally, if you get the daily silver done as well, you might get a few of these also. So that is just an extra part of the grind that you can utilize. If then we move everybody around just to get to that 10 chem, shouldn't be too difficult. He can go left back, which is perfect, and then we'll swap the centre backs. There we go. First one done, only 1 gold used. So you can do it that way, but I will go with whatever team comes up first with 6 players from the same. What we will is grind out the rest of the League SBC first before opening the packs, as I could show you the kind of way I personally do it. As I'm pretty sure I did Serie A as the lower team to start with, I'm going to go with Bundesliga on this one, and we're just going to go through a couple of the lower rated teams. Did I put one of these in? No. Beautiful. And then we go over to the Serie A, because naturally we can obviously grind this out with the 2 leagues. Make sure you are utilizing that. So then we want to go with, we don't have a right mid, so we'll go right back. He's the same team, so why I chose him. We'll go left back, we'll go centre mid, and then we'll also go a centre mid as well. That should give us the rating, not a problem, which is perfect. We need 3 rares. How many rares do I have in there? 1, 2. So I need 1 more rare, not a problem. We just go and get Darun. Perfect. So that's going to be grinded out. Put him in. Oh, I just swapped him for the wrong one, and we'll go you instead then. That should give us the 3 rares, and all we've got to do from here now is get that chemistry. So all we do, swap out everybody that we can. Shouldn't take you more than a couple of seconds just to learn these through. There we go. Nice and easy. First 2 done. We do the exact same process for La Liga and Prem, as naturally it is the same. The only difference here is I can't utilize as many silvers, because naturally you've got to get to the 79 as well. With the Prem, as we see, we've got a lot of bronzes. What I can utilize is a few of the 73 and 74s, as realistically I'm only going to use them 75s anyway. Let me just double check that them aren't the... Oh no, they are all different teams, even better. So what I'll do from here, if I can, I will obviously try and go for the higher rated La Liga that I can. So maybe chucking in a few 83s if you can, but it's not necessarily needed. But if we can go for the highest rated possible, that is going to be the perfect way to grind this out. Bilbao's already done. I don't feel like that's going to be enough by a long shot. So hopefully 78. So we're going to have to put 1 more in for obviously that 79. And that should not be everybody, because Cubo is still Sociedad. So if we go here, we'll go centre mid. That's still 79. So it was going to have to be. So we'll go 1 more purely on the basis that I needed to put an 83 and I didn't want to go back round. So then if we go into the left back role, we put him into the right back role. And then if we go somewhere else, Cam, nice, beautiful, centre back, and that should be everything. So that is it. We've managed to do it with relatively a decent amount of low rated cards. Again, if you want to put some value on some of them silvers, they might be evolutions. Check them out. If they're untradeable, dump them straight in. Now, in terms of Lib and Sud, can be a little bit more tricky depending on who you've got. I know that I'm running a little bit lower on the Lib and Suds, so what I'm going to do is go straight for Fernandez and straight for Cavani. Both of these being 79 is perfect for this grind because they are high rated, and naturally we need a 74 rated team, which is going to require us to have higher rated cards in there. Naturally, because I do the grind quite a lot, naturally I'm going to run out of Lib and Suds first, so you want to make sure that you are grinding out as many of these as possible. He unfortunately, oh in fact he can go right mid, and then obviously striker for you. That allows us to start off pretty high rated. So what I will do now is have a look at some Suds. There they are. I don't know why I looked at them and then just kind of went past them. We actually have a 75 back, which is nice, and we should be able to put in a few of them, and then we can go back into the Libs. So if we go back to Libs, we've already got River Plate, we've already got Boca Junior, so we are looking now for anybody else that we can go with. It looks like we are very, very low on the golds, so naturally that's just purely the part of grinding, and sometimes you do have to buy them. The whole point of this is it is self-sustaining, so it is at a point now where you can grind out again, so we can see already I'm going to need another rare at least gold from the Libs. So again, all I do here is sometimes you kind of just know the cards that will do well. 74, perfect. We'll go with the keeper, and I'm not too fussed about what the cost is unless he's kind of ridiculously expensive. Normally they are cheaper than 2k, so as long as they're not like 4k, then I definitely would just pick them up, because naturally you should find them, like I say, at 2 to 2.2. If Cavani's at 2.2, then realistically you shouldn't be paying any more for anybody else. So then we've grinded him out. We can then go striker for you. We can go centre back. Oh, all of these are strikers as well. That's even better. Can we go here and go with you there? Ooh, striker, no. Okay, this is a bit more tricky. Can we get anybody else on chem? Can we swap him out? No? Wow, this is probably the first time I've ever had trouble doing this. If your team's looking like this, then I have the place for you. Head over to U7Buy for all your coin needs. They're cheap, fast, and reliable, but make sure to use JT11 at the checkout for 6% off all of your coin orders. So I'm hoping I can swap you. Lovely, because then I can go left back, and there we go. Literally, probably the one time that I've actually put all of them in and not made the chem. But that's going to be the whole League SBC done in 4 or 5 minutes, if that. And to be honest, even we're talking, that's slowing me down a little bit. We then get these 5 packs. So this is where the unlimited side comes from it. So when it comes to what you've paid for, because naturally I've only had to pay for 3 cards out of the whole thing, which should be where your club gets to. All of these tradable cards, what even is that? That just a common. That's 2 for 2 on commons with the jumbo pack. What's going on, EA? But what I'll do from here is sell everything. If you can sell it, get it gone, because naturally that's going to be your coin process. Normally when it comes to these, I always just put 1 extra on top. If you know a player's going for a bit more, then obviously sell them for the more. Unfortunately, I'm running out of room, but naturally I'd sell all of these. So realistically, we put in, say, what, 3-4 players then? That's going to be 400, 450 each. So you're looking at about 2k for the 4 of them, give or take. Then you're looking at another 2k. Then we're saying that's 4 to 5k for the discard, and then obviously selling him would give us about 5 to 4.5k for a very bog standard pack. We'd do the exact same for the small prime gold. If you do manage to get anything out of it, then obviously that's perfect. If you don't, it is what it is. We're going to get, I don't even know who that is, but we're going to get somebody of a 84. So that's going to be a nice one. That's going to give you as a couple of k. If you wait around and kind of put him up there for a little bit, you might be able to get a bit more value once an SBC comes out. We then get, say, another 3.5k. So in total, we're looking at about 13 to 15,000 for them right there. So in total, the SBC comes at normally about 25,000. So realistically, we've only spent about 10 to 13,000 on the whole thing. That means all of these players right here have been paid for 12,000 coins if you have done it from scratch, because naturally I haven't had to buy anybody. It's technically cheaper, but I have played the game, either bought packs, all of that jazz, and any duplicates, we normally deal with them as we go through the League SBC again. So obviously that can go into the Liga, and he can go into the English or La Liga one. Naturally, for the part of the video, I'm not going to grind them through again. But you can obviously then go ahead and put them into the unlimited 81 doubles. If we do manage to get anybody good fodder, then naturally that's going to just be perfect for the grind and grind and grind. So naturally we're going to get this pack. We'll get another few players to an 83. We get a few more silvers that can go into the minor leagues or go into the major leagues. Then we've got a couple more. Can we put anybody that isn't duplicate? We'll put Cole Palmer back in a second because I know he's not. And then we only have to discard one just for the purpose of the video. And finally, we have the prime gold. So the way that you kind of grind this round, hopefully we do get somebody. It's been quite a few times now that we haven't really got too many. Mead or Saka? No doubler. Hey, we take an 86. I'm pretty sure I've got him. But this is going to be the perfect example. So say your club... I don't know, I've used him. Okay, fair enough. So naturally, if you have got a lot of fodder, so we see we've got a few tradable there, they would be gone. Anybody tradable, sell. That is going to what's going to pay for the next time and the next time after that. Anybody that's untradable, the main thing if you've not got a lot of coins is grind them round. Don't just discard them like this. This is purely purpose for a video. If I'm on grind mode and nobody's left behind, they go back into the League SBC, they go back into a winter wildcard upgrade, they go back into an 81 double. If they're higher rated, they go into one of these. They go into a player, an icon pick. Whatever you are planning on doing with this fodder is the whole purpose of this grind. And then naturally, as we see with this, I've got all of them players that are duplicate. Obviously, they're not being refreshed, but then I can whack them straight back in. We can go with the non-league SBC. We've got obviously a German lady. We then have Belgium, USA. We can grind all of them through into the double 81, and then we repeat the process. Every time you get a duplicate, 81 double. We make sure we do the daily versus challenge. We then go back into the League SBC. We again do all of the upgrades. You buy whatever players you need. You then again sell everybody that's tradable and just keep repeating. It is so easy now at the moment. This League SBC into any upgrade pack is literally, it's time. That's the only thing that takes is the time. But it is practically free to do as many as you want because every time you do it, you manage to get a team of the week, pays for two times round. That is as simple as you get it. The amount of team of the weeks I've got from these two alone has probably paid for more than what I've actually done of the League SBC, let alone any walkouts. I've managed to get one decent hero out of here in future, but other than that, it is just a grind through, and at a minimum, you're normally saving about half the value. And that's all you've got to do. It is as simple as that. We grind through the 8-1 double or the winter wildcard upgrade, and then we get to do any icon, any player that we want in the time frame. Let me know if this did help, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.